Ladies and gentlemen, for the 1052nd time, it is the Mason and Friends Show, featuring his Jewness, as well as the spoilers.
Yeah.
Stay strong, sisters.
Me, I am L. Mahoney. Welcome to the Mason and Friends Show.
Jazz going in the back.
What's happening, y'all?
I went right back to
out there today?
Glenn Ross again to remind myself to make a statement or two about my job.
I like your hat.
Or lack thereof. Oh, thank you very much.
I like that a lot. I love mushrooms.
I bought me a
glows in the dark.
vinyl record player.
I was going to ask.
Wow. Got that coming.
Hell yeah. What kind of vinyl player?
$79 one, I don't know.
Okay.
Damn it.
Because a retro, I think. Well, that might be the color, actually. Retro red, I think was their color. I don't even know.
Hey, right on.
Old school. Old school, but semi-new new school, because I can Bluetooth to it.
Oh, okay. It's like you can Bluetooth it to a speaker?
Yeah, that's what yeah. But it comes with some speakers.
Okay, right on.
But you got some Bluetooth.
Hell yeah.
Right now I got me Michael Jackson.
Thriller?
No. I don't remember which one it is.
Off the wall?
He's wearing a white suit, jacket.
Is he laying down?
No, he's standing straight up.
I can see it
It's a
in my head.
white cover, and he's got
With
the
the
white with the
galaxy
black
behind
jump.
him.
Yeah, no, just all white.
No, I'm talking about the background is the galaxy.
No, well, on the
stars.
album thing, it's all white, and he's got the white with the black, like collar or bow tie, and probably the black pants and shoes. I
That
don't
might
remember
be
which one
off
it
the
is.
wall.
Mike can do the whole Thriller dance.
And then I
I'm
got
sure he can.
Bob Marley jump, but I got to try to find me a vinyl place.
I feel like they're around here.
Vinyl place.
Hell, they sell it at Walmart these days.
That's where I got the. That's where I got the Michael Jackson was at.
Wait, you mean you want an actual record store? Man, they got the one in Fredericksburg. They got a couple.
Your sister's baby daddy, he got hookups.
Oh, yeah, duh.
Dustin does.
His fucking store.
Yeah, but I'm not going all the way to goddamn Springfield for a fucking record player.
Just throwing it out there.
Well, vinyl, I don't know if there's any place that sells vinyl anywhere
There's not gonna be a
closer
place that just
than,
sells
like,
vinyl. I'm
Fredericksburg
guarantee you that.
Yeah, but they're going to have CDs and DVDs and Blu-rays
Yeah, but vinyl.
and vinyl.
I was surprised I seen them at the Walmart. Like I said, I was walking by and I was like, skirt.
Yeah, they've
Hold
had
on.
them there for a few years now. It's like coming back. It's coming back as the medium. Like, if you're going
It's
to have
coming back
music.
as a trendy thing for the younger kids.
It's not even that. It actually lasts.
Yeah.
Like, CDs degrade
It's
and
him in the
vinyl
white-
does not. It's like a better long-term storage for
That one.
the media.
No, it's a white tux.
The white
jacket.
tux. This one. Hold on.
Look at Walmart's Michael Jackson selection.
That one.
Yeah, but he ain't laying down. But it's that same damn near outfit.
But that's
Thriller.
Thriller,
That's
isn't
the
it?
Thriller outfit.
That's
yeah.
the Thriller jump though.
Yeah.
But I'll show you right now. Hold on, let me get
I'm
up on
about to
this
say, I
old
remember his album
Walmart.com.
covers because fucking my dad had all these motherfuckers. And that for Michael Jackson for my nigga.
Where are they at now?
What, the Michael Jackson records?
All your dads.
Half of them were gone. Half of them I sold, or half that he had were gone. I sold some of them, and I still got a couple left.
That was super kind of fucked up. If you look, he's like, where
Yeah.
are all your dads? Well, half of them is gone. You know what I mean?
I know. It sounded weird. It definitely.
Yeah, he got rid of some of them. I don't know what happened to the ones he actually all of them. But
I don't know if they both realized the weirdness of what they said. So.
yeah, he got rid of some. I
Mike's
sold
once again.
some.
This is Mike in stealth mode, but he's talking.
Yeah.
He's just talking past.
So listen, I live with him.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
So
can't tell
you
me.
see it.
she understands it.
Yeah.
I listen to the podcast. It's all the things he says on the podcast. Most of them are true. He's a dick. Yes.
Yeah.
I did enjoy you asking.
It's established.
I did enjoy listening to him saying like, "Oh, Sarah tells me all the time that I'm doing a great job," or, "But I don't need no attaboys." And you asked him, "Well, do you give her anything like that?" And he goes, "Nah." And you said, "Do you think it would benefit her?" He goes, "It'd be
Nah.
disingenuous."
Disingenuous.
Like fucking
Yeah.
dick. I thrive on compliments.
Yeah, I was trying.
I know.
I was tossing him softballs.
He's gotten better. He's
I was
given,
like, come on, buddy. She might be listening.
he's given me 3 compliments on my outfits in the last 7 or 8 weeks. So that's I do recognize that. I do recognize that. So
I want to throw it
I
down.
guess that means I'm going to have to give him head sometime soon.
There you
'cause
go. Absolutely.
that's how I feel about it. He likes head. I like compliments. We can compromise on that one.
Look at that.
Well, look at that. Look at that. I'm just saying. But I think funny things, we don't get jealous. You just said, like, and when I was like, what woman's making bank? And you're like, say her name, Mike. I don't get
Because he can't
jealous.
say her name. It's really funny to me. He's like,
what?
Zoe Saldana.
Yeah, yeah.
He's like, he try it. I'll help you.
Zoe Saldana. What the fuck?
Zoe
Saldana.
Ask
There
him-
you go.
Ask him to say Massachusetts.
Fuck you.
Say it.
He's
Massachusetts.
Say,
Massachusetts.
say library.
Library.
He can't.
Okay.
It's a library.
The Massachusetts
Well, but
gets
like,
me.
he'll mispronounce names like
Oh, like a motherfucker. I'm a
and
champ for
all
mispronouncing a
kinds of
name.
mispronunciations, and I'm like, Mike, it's amazing how many books you read and how many words you
I'm
mispronounce.
just going to go
I
get the
tell people
motherfucker
this
because I
all the
don't
time.
see any of them, bro.
I don't understand how someone as intelligent as Michael, I mean, just a wealth of knowledge, could at the same time be so fucking dumb.
It's fun.
Because it's fun.
And but it's so fucking dumb. And I'm like, you're smarter than this, baby. I know you are.
Yeah, you keep telling yourself that, baby.
There are some things that I'm good at, some things I ain't so good at.
Right?
But I thrive at everything. You know what I mean?
Except for fucking swimming.
He's not good at taking accountability. He's not good at apologizing. He's not good at
He's not good at
compliments.
swimming. Like when
He's
y'all went on
buoyant
the
as
thing.
fuck. I don't, he fucking floats, man. He's buoyant. He's
Yeah,
fine.
I
He's
float like a
he's not at
motherfucker.
risk of
Y'all were
drowning.
using him as the flotation device down in Florida.
I was
Grab a
helping
leg,
him through
man.
that.
Grab onto the black man and he'll keep us afloat.
No, we were holding him up and pushing him through the water and dragging him.
That's what I'm talking about. Like you had to drag him through the swamp. Or
I don't know,
whatever.
but after I saw him Humpty Dumpty off the fucking pool wall and fucking flip upside down like a damn duck with his ass in the air, I'm like, you're not going to drown. He's
No,
just
I
going
ain't gonna
straight up to the
drown.
top.
My ass is gonna be what saves me.
It's fat.
Alrighty then.
He's got a
Buoyant
dump
booty.
truck. He's got a dump truck.
Buoyant booty.
I wish I had that swing on my back porch.
So what happened at the JOB, man?
Oh man, the JOB has been an interesting place. It's like a terrible car brand that does
Yeah.
a terrible job of getting us the parts that we need to do the work on the vehicles that we need.
Yeah.
And the software we use doesn't work.
I remember you telling me
And
about all
they
that.
make us use a bunch of different software, so the whole process is convoluted as fuck. They've been saying the whole time they're going to get us a better thing at some point.
And you know that's just a bunch of shit.
Yep. So the other day I come in, they got this thing called Rapid Recon that's supposed to be about reconditioning used cars that they've purchased off of people.
Yeah.
So there's a Corvette comes through on Thursday at 4 o'clock, 4:30. So I got to call a Chevy dealership to get parts from them for this thing.
Yeah.
Basic fucking used vehicle parts. Cabin filter, air filter,
Should be something simple.
wipers, oil change. All right. So it's the 31st. It's the 30th when it comes through at 4:30.
They finna do inventory shit.
So no. Dealerships stop really answering the phone past 5 a lot of places.
Oh yeah.
So like you try calling, nobody answers. So okay, I try calling, nobody answers at Chevy. I'm like, I'll have to call them tomorrow. So come in at 10. First thing I do, I get on the Rapid Recon, I find the Corvette. I order the UVI. I get all those parts coming. They've also got, they need 2 Milestar Interceptor tires. Now these are cheap ass, really cheap, probably very dangerous tires to put
Just
on.
something to put on so they can sell it.
Right.
Yeah.
They want technical tires, right? They want the
Yeah.
cheapest tires money can buy.
Are they in the rear? Are they for the rear? So like, are they just trying to buy some tires to burn out
This is a
for a
20
night or some
this
bullshit
is a-
like that? You
no,
know what I mean?
No, this is a 21 Corvette they're trying to sell.
All right.
This is a high performance automobile that deserves tires that don't suck. And so they say they want 2 of these Milestars. Now, first off, you buy these things at like Kmart and Walmart and shit. You order them from fucking California importers that get them from China.
Yeah.
It's not something that my regular suppliers of tires
Are gonna have.
have for me. So they say, if you can't get 2 of those, get 4 matching staggered tires in these sizes.
Yeah.
Fatter in the back, skinnier in the front. So I get there, I look at all this, I order some staggered tires that I can have the same day, because they're like, we've sold this car, we need to get it out of here.
Yeah.
Okay? UVI's on the way. Tires are on the way. Everything's there. I've got everything by 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
I've got the tires by noon. As soon as I get all this taken care of, there's the fucking general managers in here looking for me. Now, my boss, the parts manager, he's a friend of mine. Shout out Sean. He's at the doctor because he's having heart issues.
Yeah.
Or something. I'm sorry, I don't want to put too much of my man's information out there. But he's not feeling well.
Yeah.
So, so he's not there. Assistant parts manager, he's not there. His dad's sick. He's dying.
Gotcha.
Jesus Christ, I'm putting way too much
Oh
on
my
it.
gosh, this is terrible.
Yeah, there's a lot of terrible things going on right now.
Oh, keep them in my prayers.
You know, please. Like, I love these people. I wish them well.
Yeah.
I don't like bad happening to the people that I work with, even if I don't agree with them
that's all
about
terrible.
everything or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
I'm fond of these people. I wish them the best. So they're not there.
Yeah.
So they come to me. Hey, what's going on? You know, GM says, what's going on with this Corvette? I said, well, I got the... Just
You
sent
tell
the
you
note.
break everything down.
I just sent the note through the system. I got matching tires coming. I got all the stuff that you need to do, the oil change and all that stuff coming.
Yeah. So everything's en route.
Right.
It's just not here yet.
So they're like, well, we're having this meeting. We want you to get in on this meeting because these other guys aren't here.
All right, cool.
And I'm like, okay.
I can't do that, sir. First off, that's not my job. You want to give me some manager money? I'll go sit in y'all's little manager meeting. But
Yeah,
you
well-
give me this bullshit desk money, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this bullshit desk job.
Yeah,
Appreciate you.
We get there. We're gonna get there
All
throughout
right,
the
cool.
day.
Because that's my first response. You already know it is.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all I would, you know.
Give me the money.
Show me the money. I'm gonna Jerry Maguire that ass
Right.
real quick. Or J.G. Wentworth. What
That would have
else?
been. That would have been. You know, it's my money and I want it now.
Yeah.
That would have been fun. I should have done that.
Yeah.
Thanks, Joe. I appreciate you. Says, I need some Jew influence on this, so the next time I'm having this kind of
Throw up
situation.
your wallet and
happen.
be like, well, my wallet could not look like
Yeah.
this.
Yeah,
If I were to go to that meeting.
My wallet don't look like I need to go to this
my
meeting.
wallet is meeting. This is not meeting wallet right here, bro. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you.
Dude, that would have been the greatest thing to see at
This
this
is desk wallet. All right, bro.
Yeah, I got desk wallet, bro. I can't be going over to these meetings. So, but that's, you know, first thing I'm like, I don't have a camera or a mic on my computer. So, like, we sent you the invite to this thing.
Oh, okay. So
Right.
it's
Like a
Zoom
Zoom
joint.
meeting.
Okay.
Right. So I'm
Yeah,
like,
none of those people are there.
right.
None of
Nobody
these
wants to
fucking-
actually sit
None
down.
of these motherfuckers
Yeah.
say, hey, we have to have this meeting or anywhere near you.
Nobody wants to close the 4-mile gap between
Yeah.
3 different
Yeah.
buildings so we can have everyone in the
We're
same
gonna
room at the
walk
same
together
time.
and meet you in a circle or nothing.
That would just be a terrible idea. So the guy that's the service manager, he's
Yeah.
in the other room. He goes, well, then just come over here in my office and sit in my office for the meeting. And I'm like, all right, I like this dude. He's a good dude. I'm not going to beef with any of these people, really.
Yeah.
So I go to this meeting. I'm sitting there. They're talking about all this, like, we can't get the right parts in a timely manner and all this shit. And, like, you know, it's supposed to take 72 hours to put a car on the lot. It's taking us 19 days. And I'm like,
Damn.
yeah, it's because you've got convoluted systems that don't work and you
Yeah.
wait till the last
Yeah.
minute on everything you want to sell.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I said, I don't understand why we're posting
Why
cars
you been having a
for
meeting about
sale.
this shit?
I don't
You
understand.
already know what's going on.
I said, I don't know why we're posting cars for sale when they're not even been looked at. We don't even
Yeah.
know what kind of condition they're in, if they need to be reworked, put, you know, what are we doing here? Oh, well, we're going to sell cars. That's what we're doing. I'm like, yeah. You know, so you're totally not understanding my point at all. Like, they're
Yeah.
getting all offended, like, you're telling us not to sell cars. We're not going to not sell cars, man. This is what we're doing. And I'm like, okay, you have no idea what you're fucking talking about right now, you know? Like, they had this Corvette since the 23rd,
Yeah.
and it's the 30th at 4:30 on a Thursday when they send it through the system to get the things that they've needed for this car since the
Since they already
23rd.
had it, yeah.
So the first I hear of it is on the 30th. So it's been there for 7 fucking days.
Yeah.
And on the 31st, it's sold. And we need to have it
And you still ain't got
ready
the
to
shit
go.
for it, ready to go.
And I
'Cause it's coming.
I bought matching tires that I would not have said when I got there to buy the car, say I was the buyer, I'm not going to buy this car because of these tires that are on this.
Yeah.
The first tires they asked for, the Milestars, I would have spoken to the manager and then asked to speak to his manager and then asked if there was anybody else there that had any more authority so that I could chew every one of them a massive hole in their ass about how fucking retarded it is to put bullshit ass, fake ass tires on a performance car.
Yeah.
All right, so fuck you for making me drive here to look at this bullshit because of these tires you're putting on it.
And the mother probably really doesn't even know he wouldn't pay no mind to it.
So the funny thing is, they're putting in that the car sold that they need tires in the chat window that I can see, but there's a text thread going on between people that's not me or anyone that's in the parts department at this time saying the tires are not needed right now necessarily. So the tires that I ordered because they stated that they needed them, I got to send those back. I can do that, no big deal, but you're making me do a lot of work for nothing. Okay? Then they decide that they want Michelin Pilot Sport single tire to go on the car. Because that's a great idea with a high performance fucking automobile. Let's put unmatching tires on it or just a new one with 3 old ones. Fucking stupid as shit. Okay? Just stupid as shit. But this is a completely different tire and a completely different tire size. Not completely different, a 245 to a 255. So not a huge difference. Both would probably go on the car, but a different size. Now, why do we need one of these? Are there 3 of these on the car? Is the other side the same size? Why did I get 245 when I need a 255? When I get a 305 on the back? Because we're staggered here, right? So, like, all this shit that I gotta fucking go through, y'all got me ordering tires I don't need. Now you got me ordering tires that are different from the tires that you wanted me to order in the first fucking place. Why should I trust anything you fucks say when you idiots can't even get your shit right? The douchebag that's running the recon system, he's sitting in the meeting, leaning just outside of the camera view so that he can hit his fucking vape pen. I'm like, bitch, I will come down and do your job drunker and higher than your punk ass, better than you, and I don't even know what you fucking do. He doesn't have wrenches. All he's doing, his only job is to keep the fucking recon system fucking working. But like, it's our problem in parts because they wait a week to tell us that they need something for a vehicle. They've had a vehicle for about the same amount of time that needed a rear main seal that we could have done under warranty and got paid as a dealership. Everybody makes money. But they waited till the end of the month and they're selling it to somebody's brother who's driving it to Boston or wherever as soon as they get it. So that warranty job can get done by a dealership somewhere else and they can get paid there. Because that's a great fucking way to run a business, right, guys? But this is my fault. This is my business's fault. This is my side of the business's fault, right? Because y'all are fucking retarded and don't know how to do anything, and all the systems that you use are overlapping and redundant, and you're communicating in 3 or 4 different ways. We're getting emails about stuff, all this shit. Like, can you please consolidate these processes so that we can do our fucking job and take care of you assholes while we're trying to juggle all sorts of bullshit while these idiots are piddling in with their it's just so ridiculous. So, like, sending pictures that don't show any sort of perspective. I have no idea what I'm looking at here, but hey, let me call the dealer and tell him what I'm looking at and send him this picture and see if we can figure out what the fuck we're looking at, because these retards in sales can't articulate what they fucking need worth of shit. Sorry that y'all are illiterate and don't know how to fucking write or take more than one picture. Right?
Hey,
like,
that's how it goes.
It's pathetic. It's fucking pathetic.
People get paid to press buttons.
So that's not even the part that got me so fired up. Really, that fucking annoyed me. I was ready to quit, but like, I've been ready to quit this job because you can't provide me the software that I need to do my job. So how serious should I take this job when y'all aren't taking it serious? Because I'm not the one buying software that I need to use as my job. Because when I buy software, like the shit I make these videos with, that I figured out how to do different things with and got pretty good with, that's because I could look up how to do stuff with it and figure out how to do things with it. Which, the software that I use at work, there's no fucking resource. Nobody knows anything.
They don't know how to use it anyway.
Nobody knows how to use it. The software company doesn't provide any sort of use for it. And
this is what came with the company. This is what we're just going to use what came with.
We got like 3 or 4 different softwares we got to bounce between that could all be consolidated, and in theory they're going to get us the one that consolidates it. They've been telling us that shit since we started, right? Been there over a year. So then, completely unrelated, this assistant service manager like comes into the parts department on the phone to the non-emergency police department with it on speaker because a guy that used to work there came in to get a nut and bolt. A guy that I've gotten along with fine. I'm having
so it's a non-emergency.
Right. No theft. Just the I'm not even sure at this point why he's doing this. But he's like staring at this kid. He's like, calling the cops. You gotta go. And mind you, this fucking idiot's like early 20s.
Yeah.
Like, he's got
I
no
came
sense.
here to get this part.
He's got no sense at all. He doesn't like this kid. They didn't like him since the time they hired him. I don't know why they fucking hired him in the first fucking place. You don't like him, don't hire him.
So
Yeah.
he
Just because
probably
you
was
need a
scared.
fucking body.
When they probably fired him, is they thought he probably left it on some kind of bad terms type shit.
Well, I don't know and I don't care.
Yeah.
You know, you're in my space, being a disruption. I'm on the phone trying to deal with someone, and I'm completely taken out of my element because I'm angry at the assistant service manager.
Yeah.
Like, I'm palpably angry. How dare you call the non-emergency police? If there's someone in here and I need the cops, I'll fucking call the cops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you're being a petty bitch. You need to get the fuck out of here. So he leaves. A couple minutes later, he comes back in. He's standing to my right now. I'm still on the phone with this fucking person I'm trying to deal with.
Yeah.
And he's mumbling at the dude, I wish I could have been the one to fire you. To fire the guy that's
The kid.
at the counter that wants to buy a bolt and a nut. Right? And I turned around
So
and I was
he
like,
wants to start something.
I said, you need to get the fuck up out of here. I'm fucking tired of your shit. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I'm pissed as fuck. I run him off. He leaves. So I get the kid a bolt. I like the dude. I said, you know what, bro? You can have the bolt. Nut and bolt. That'll fix your problem. You know, I had to find him something. Like, I literally had to go out of my way to figure something out for him because he had a different kind of vehicle, but he needed a bolt like this bolt that he brought in.
Yeah.
And I fucking helped him out.
He needed something similar.
He told me it was perfect. I went and paid for it. I said, I'm going to buy that shit for you. You know, fuck it, dog. Get out of here. Like,
Yeah.
I was so offended that I gave him the part and then went and paid for it out of my motherfucking pocket because fuck that assistant manager.
I would
Yeah.
have paid for the motherfucker.
I was going to say, how much does a nut and a bolt even cost?
It cost $7 or some shit. I did it in my cost. The fucking algorithm wanted to charge him probably $35.
Yeah.
You know what
Oh,
I
yeah,
mean?
for sure.
And I'm like, I'm not going to sell it to him at his cost on his ticket, what it would have been if he worked
Yeah.
here. I'll sell it to myself, pay for it myself. Fuck you. That's my gift to him. Fuck you for being a douchebag.
Yeah.
You know, and as soon as that guy's gone, the fucking assistant service manager comes back in and starts, what the fuck's your problem? Why you fucking blah, blah, blah? I said, yo, fuck you coming back here, acting like this, calling the non-emergency line. He said, would you hear what he said? I have no idea what he said. I don't give a fuck what he said. But if you're calling the non-emergency line, bitch,
ain't that
fuck
serious.
you. If you're
Yeah.
not calling 911, I don't fucking need to know. Get the fuck out of my face. Fuck you. You know, like, you are offensive as fuck. I said, go get me fired, motherfucker. Go get me fired. You want to fire somebody? Go get me fired, motherfucker.
Yeah.
And so I ran him off, right? So then Saturday, I talk to my manager to tell him what's up, because I was actually working on my car. It was the end of the month, had to stay late in case they needed something adjusted. I just worked on my car.
Yeah.
You know, like, I fixed my O2 sensors and, you know, found more problems, you know what I mean? But, like, so I was there late Friday, forgot a couple of parts and a tool, went back in to get those and pick up like a exhaust hanger while I was out and about on Saturday.
Yeah.
So when I tell the manager what's going on, he said, that's crazy. I'm like, you need to take that job elsewhere. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm like, oh, okay, that's what's up. So, like, because I told him a couple days earlier, I said, man, they're trying to set it up so that I end up the manager. Like, they're gonna fire you and the assistant manager make me the manager.
Yeah.
So I'm just feeling that coming. And he's like, yeah, that might happen. And then Saturday, he's like, I'm taking another job, I'm putting in notice on Monday. So it's Thursday right now. I'm like, yo, I'm either getting promoted or I'm getting fired on Monday. Like, it's one or the other. And quite frankly, I'll take either one. Like,
So you was gonna wait and see what happens
I just
tomorrow.
gotta wait and see what happens. It's like, y'all is so convoluted and stupid over here. Like, I could fix your problems, but are you gonna let me? I
Yeah.
can see what your problems are. I know how to fix this, but
I've been in a lot of places where it's like I see the problem, I can fix it, but then after the point, it's like, you know what, y'all don't want it fixed, so fuck it.
right. I mean, you want your scapegoat to be over here.
Yeah, that's
why
all
you're
it
having
is.
issues out there.
Exactly.
You know, you want
You
us
just
to
want
be
to be
the
able to
problem.
point the finger at, oh,
Right.
that's the reason why.
Right.
That's cool, fuck you, I'm not gonna be that reason. I'll show you that I'm not the reason. You know what I mean? But then that's when they put that label, I'm a toxic
Well,
employee.
you know, like,
You are a toxic employee.
I'm
I've
toxic,
left
I'm real.
businesses and, like, they have completely tanked.
I'm saying, nah, that's toxic.
That's toxic.
fucking
Being real
toxic.
is
And
toxic.
this
I'm
is a
sorry.
small dealership, so, like, I don't know how much damage me leaving right now would or wouldn't do, depending on
Yeah.
who else leaves in the next week or whatever. Like, to the time that this episode drops, who knows? I may or may not have a job. I might be a manager. I might be completely unemployed.
Time will tell. Stay tuned
That's right.
for the saga that
We'll
may
see.
continue on next week's episode.
We'll see.
Starring the Masons and Friends.
That's right.
Yeah, you're not. not supposed to tell people the realness because the realness is usually negative.
Well, right, and that's why.
Oh yeah, I know that.
Towards the company.
Right.
So the company don't want to hear that shit. Like I tell people all the time, like, I don't even know why you still work here, bro. Like, you could be working right over there. Come into this window right here. You see that building right over there?
I don't know. I
You
think
could be making $12 more an hour if you're working right there, bro. What the fuck you doing right here?
I think it depends on management. In all honesty, like my best friend, she just got laid off from a government position, I think for the Department of Defense, and it was like the design team is who got let go. She's a graphic designer and she builds websites and stuff for the government. And she said that they don't quality control anything. They don't let them get feedback from the clients. It's all about pushing it out and pushing it out and pushing out a product. They don't give a fuck about what product.
Right.
But then now that whoever has this contract with whatever department of the government, they're like, this fucking product sucks. You're not doing anything to make it better, and we're not going to continue going forwards with you for these contracts. And rather than going back and saying, who are the people saying, push it out, don't check it and everything else, they're like, no, we'll just let the designers go.
Yeah.
The designer should have designed it better with no feedback and no guidelines and no access and everything else. So I feel like it's the same thing with you. It's somebody has an ego. Sounds like the one dude you were talking with, is he above you or
the assistant service manager that came in with the 911, not 911
This
going?
motherfucker also could be unqualified and just lying.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Like
100%.
most of the motherfuckers I work with.
That's a good majority.
Just tell them that you do it. They're more likely not going to call you out about it if you do it or not. If they do, then just go try it somewhere else.
Well,
You know what I mean?
there's
Like,
definitely
I do
some-
that.
There's definitely something
Yep.
to that. Like if you say I did X, there's not really anybody that can go
Like
check.
most of these motherfuckers, like, are you an electrician? Yeah. Where'd you work? Oh, I fucking work, blah, 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 blah. Nobody fucking gives them a fucking box, a switch, and like 27 wires and be like, show me how to make this work type shit. It's like, yeah, you know what you're doing.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
Or give me
yeah.
this, bend this fucking stick of pipe.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
Some basics.
some basic knowledge.
Yeah.
Like, make this fucking receptacle work. Was just day one of fucking electrical, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
like, I don't nobody doing all that. They just like, you do this. Yeah, I got all this experience. I work here.
I like
You know,
people.
You
That's how I got
probably
the
just spotting somebody working, you know what I mean? Like, not
That's the
actually
thing.
working, you know what I mean?
I would be more successful in my life if I was a liar, but I'd rather be honest.
I won't lie like to anybody's face, but like that's how I ended up getting the flowers. Was, dude, I was just pretending like I was a receptionist, and he kept asking me questions that I didn't feel like answering, so I told him that, oh no sir, I'm so sorry, they just pay me to look pretty and answer the phones.
But you were like,
But I'm
they
like, yeah,
really-
I can help you. I'm screening this call and I'm not giving it.
and answer the phones.
I know how to talk to men.
Yeah.
I know how they like to hear it. And my phone voice is exceptional.
There you go. You're putting it on them.
I'm just saying.
Put it on.
100%, man. One of those ways I don't think Mike would let me do sex phone calls.
Nah.
How much money can he make?
I could do the feet.
Let me ask you something. If you
You'd probably
could
make
do,
less money than you would feed, I would think.
if you could do feet porn and over the internet, like or whatever, phone call sex, and make like let's say $250,000 a year,
We good.
and that's all it, and
He'd
you're gonna
be
let her
fine
do
with
that.
Yeah.
You could combo, you
doesn't-
could phone sex, FaceTime, foot thing, you know what I
I
mean?
could-
Have a
yeah,
camera
if I
just
could-
shin down.
Yeah, exactly.
He
FaceTime
only
the feet.
wants-
Yeah,
he only
feet time.
wants-
Feet
Yeah.
time, yeah.
He only says I can do shin down.
Sexual.
I can't do any
sensual
I
foot.
can't do any butt pictures with the feet. I can't have my boobs in with the feet.
So
he
the
won't,
feet-
he
the
won't
feet
let me
can't-
take a video of me jerking his dick off with my feet.
But that's the thing with feet. I think most people want to see just feet. They don't want to see nothing else but feet. Because feet are weird, you know what I
They do
mean?
all
So,
kinds of
you
shit.
I don't know. I don't
like,
understand feet
I
enough.
don't think someone's going to be like, throw a
it's-
carrot in that shit.
Can we
you know
ask the
what I mean?
listeners, has anybody got a foot fetish that could reach out and let me know? Because I just need some tips. Because there's a demographic for these size 11s.
I think that it's.
And I don't have ugly feet. I have pretty feet.
Did you ever see the King of the Hill episode where Peggy Hill got the job doing the foot porn, foot fetish stuff?
No.
She had big feet.
Yeah, like
and
women
it
size
was-
16.
Yeah, it was always an episode. It was always-
So she becomes best friends with a drag queen and she doesn't know it's a drag queen.
Said women size 16.
I remember the Asian
That's a
wife
foot
comes
right
over,
there.
she's got her shoes on, she puts her feet in
Peggy was
her
only like
shoes.
5'7",
Yeah,
5'6",
She got some
some shit like
platform.
that.
No, but I'll look
she's
it up.
30.
Basically, this guy was taking pictures of her feet and having her like stomp on eggs and like do all sorts of just weird stuff. I remember the stomping on eggs, and she's like, "What are we doing?" You know, in that Peggy Hills thing. And like, God, that's a funny episode. But like,
my friend's daughter.
I'd stomp on fucking random things with my feet if people pay money to watch. Shit.
I have no problem doing it. I also want to start a TikTok story time with Sarah, where I just tell true stories about my life that are fucking shit you can't make up.
I'd say give yourself a basic script and outline before doing anything.
I don't know how to do it. I feel like everyone just enjoys certain stories, and everyone's favorite is the throwing up and farting in front of the strangers on the boat.
That was a funny one.
That one's a funny one. That guy Casey that wanted me to throw up on his dick.
Yeah.
That is a true story. The time I think I was like, I hooked up with a squatter. Like, I don't know the house that we were at.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a fucking minute. You hooked up with a squatter?
I think he was a squatter. I'm not sure.
Hold on. Like, were there... Wait a minute.
Oh, there's
I got so many questions here right now.
I'm so happy I didn't get murdered.
Were there items inside the house that indicated that someone lived there?
So I met him in Occoquan, and he told me he lived down the street, and so, you know,
So you walked down the street with him?
No, Slutty Sarah is the best version of Sarah that's ever existed, but no, we Ubered, and then the next thing I knew, we were going over the fucking Occoquan Bridge into Fairfax County, and I'm like, wait a minute, and then I think we went to Lorton, and I'm like, this ain't down the fucking street, I don't know where the fuck I'm at, but I was hammered. Then he couldn't get the garage code open, and that's when I first started having suspicions, like, why don't you have a key? Like, what the fuck, and everything else. And then he said it was his parents' house, and then eventually, after like, I don't know, 30 minutes, we got in the house, and he seemed to know his way around. We definitely played in a walk-in gun safe and looked at all the guns. He was a former skydive instructor, and we talked about skydiving, and then I think we fucked in his parents' bed. I don't really remember. I don't really remember, but
so that's not quite as squattery as you were leading on.
So the next morning I wake up and I'm like, oh my god, where the fuck am I? My phone's dead. I'm like, I can't believe I didn't get murdered last night. And bro's like, oh, you want to just lay in bed and cuddle? And I'm like, nah, bro, I want to go home. And so we go downstairs and I'm looking around and I'm like, man, how come there's no pictures of you here? Like,
were there any pictures?
Yes. There were pictures.
And they were people that was not him.
Yeah, and so I'm like,
and he wasn't like young in them or older or whatever. Like he wasn't like wearing a football uniform, and there was like literally no pictures of him.
None.
There was multiple pictures of other people.
Yes, and so I'm like, how come there's no pictures?
Plot thickens.
I'm like, how come there's no pictures of you? And then eventually he did take me into a back room, because there was this other guy in all the pictures with the parents, and he was like, oh, that's my brother. He's the good one. And then he took me back into a little room, and there was like one little tiny picture frame that he was in a picture, but I don't think he was squatting in a stranger's home. I think he was squatting in his parents' home.
Like he snuck into his folks' house.
Yeah, like they were on vacation or something.
Yeah, that's all it was.
I don't fucking know. But I was like, I don't want your phone. I was like, I don't want your phone number. Like, we Ubered back to the bar, and I got out, and I never saw him again. That dude that night was hitting on me, and he was like, girl, you're a perfect 10. You're fucking gorgeous. You're perfect. Your eyebrows are fucking perfect. I mean, you're fat as shit, girl, but you're a fucking 10. And I'm like, what? Like, just, excuse me? Cliff from Occoquan. You know, I like to drop them names.
You do drop some names.
Shout out to Cliff.
Shout out to Cliff.
Shout out to Baby Arm James.
Fucking donkey dick James. James Reeves. I hope you hear this one day, dude. It's got to be the biggest penis on this side of the country. Yeah. He's a rock star.
Cockstar.
All of the above.
Modern day cockstar.
This dick's that big. Shit.
I'm telling you, dude. I'm like, he was 6'6", but his dick went all the way down to here on his leg. And it was like on the inside, because I didn't even actually
Wait, that's
see
it?
And it was, dude, it was like, it was bigger around than my wrist. It was like probably as big around as like my forearm is.
Gotta have extra blood
here.
tank.
Yeah, see, and that's like
Extra
blood tank.
blood tank.
Extra vessel.
I'm like,
He got literally a dick vein coming right out the bottom of his
You can
arm.
only have like sex with like women that
heart has 5
I don't
chambers.
know.
You see my dick?
They're called mares. That's what the
needs-
fuck it is.
he
You don't
needs to have sex with women
sex
that
with
have
horses
children.
and donkeys. You gotta have sex with animals.
Huge fucking dick.
Yeah, like that's the
hippopotamuses and
thing.
shit.
You gotta have a reasonable sized dick, at least one you can stick into someone. Somebody's gonna let you stick in.
I've
I
seen
tell you,
some teeny
there was-
weenies.
I was at a
I've seen
bar.
some teeny weenies.
I was at a bar and there was this woman who used to come in there and she was talking about being young and going to some barn with some dude that pulled out some James dick and she was like, I'm leaving. And he thought she was joking and she was like, nope.
He thought I was joking too. I'm like, that ain't gonna fit, motherfucker. Like, I'm breaking it for you. That's not even gonna be fun. What are we gonna get the fucking head?
That's what I'm saying. You
That
don't
is
want
a
that much
permanent
of a
game of
challenge.
just the tip.
You know what I'm
That
saying?
is a permanent game. Like, you're not even having sex. It's just the tip.
You gotta find the true caverns of vaginas out there.
Yeah,
for
I know.
everything. So-
Like
women
that bitch I told you about that had no walls. That'd be perfect for
Yeah.
James. That bitch, it wasn't no wall. It was just like an
the
abyss.
no wall. James needs no wall.
He does. I feel bad for him. I wonder how often he gets turned down for sex.
If he was surprised, it ain't that often.
He looked very disappointed when I left him at the van in the parking lot to walk my ass back in my house.
Hey, look,
Well, you're
anybody,
gifted like that. You might as well just go on into porn. It's like, fuck it.
Yeah.
He could.
You might as well just go on into it.
I'm gonna get paid to throw this thing.
Oh yeah, like fuck. If I can't have it willingly, I'll go ahead and pay for somebody or get paid for somebody to take this motherfucker.
So
Wait,
I
just
can- I
don't
can
give it
phone
up.
sex.
I'm gonna pay you to do it.
Yeah.
I can phone sex. How do we know when I get to the point where I could be making that much money? Don't I have to start low?
I don't know.
I would think so, but I think that's your primary hurdle here.
Because I want to know how much to start selling the pictures of my feet for, like $5 a picture, $3 a picture.
You know, it's funny you said it because last night I looked the shit up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here
I
we go.
saved
Like
it.
y'all came here to set us up. So did you and I can sit here and be like, yeah, you should sell pictures of your feet.
I found a joint last night. It came across my feed. I was
Is
like,
it
I'll
only
look it up.
feet?
It's what is it? It's feetsomething.com.
Feet Finder,
Yeah,
and the
Feet
only
Finder.
you have to
Yeah.
upload your license. Because I've already looked into it, and yeah, you have to actually upload your license. And me and a coworker of mine were both like so freaked out by that part. But now I'm
Yeah.
like, you know what? Fuck it. I've been telling my work that I'm going to sell pictures of my feet to perverts on the internet for like 4 years. So if
Well,
someone
like,
tries to get me fired,
Could I sell my pictures, my feet pictures?
Try
I
it.
probably
You know what I'm
for
saying?
like
Why
maybe
do
like
it?
a gay dude. I don't
Probably
care.
some kind of lane.
I don't care who's out there
There's
jerking
a
off to
lane
my
for
feet.
everything.
Yeah, there's a
I
demographic
can
for
probably
everything.
put my motherfucking Shaka Zulu concrete sparking ass motherfucking feet on this bitch.
Nah.
Somebody.
You said Shaka Zulu Khan?
Nah.
Yeah, if you were a woman, all I'm saying is I have skinny, long feet, and I've got cute little
No,
toes,
put-
and someone's gonna want
Put
this
your
fucking
license
size
on and
11.
throw Mike's Mike's feet on the camera.
If I have, and I have great legs too, I could do some things. But I'm like, what do you do? Do I just stomp
Just
in the
take
roast
pictures.
beef?
You stomp on the roast beef.
Yeah,
you buy,
because they
you
got
buy
requests.
Oscar Mayer wieners. You fucking get eggs and
My friend's
pickles and who the
My
fuck
friend's
knows?
daughter, her best friend paid for their vacation to Florida because it was videos of her boyfriend just throwing roast beef at her feet.
Ask her. You know someone that's making money
I
doing
don't know.
this?
I don't. This is like a friend of my cousin's daughter's friend. Like
Call your cousin's daughter's friend and be like, how you pay for vacation off a
I
roast
could probably
beef
talk.
on
My
the beef?
niece has an OnlyFans. I could probably talk to her.
I'm saying, man, we set up a whole production studio and do this once a week.
I have 2 people that have offered to take pictures for me,
Well, like, the difference is I don't want the...
and one of them is yo nigga Ron.
I don't
No,
want
money
the,
around.
I
Yeah.
want to get money off that. We set up a camera, we get these lights
Well,
going.
I wanna-
Be out here throwing peanut butter on your feet or whatever.
I've been trying to get my girlfriends to agree to letting me have their dirty panties because I want to start Sarah's Used Panty Emporium, and I'm like, I'm just going to sell their dirty drawers to perverts on the internet, and I only want 15%, so like they get to keep 85%.
That's what I'm saying. If y'all make $100 grand and throw me 15K, I'm like, psh, let's go.
I'm just going to be the
I'll record
middleman.
that
But I
shit.
feel like if you get the panties, like people want to know what you look like, and none of them want their faces shown. So I'm like, why can't we
can
just
always
mask them?
catfish a motherfucker.
I'm like, can't we
You
just
know how
like
many
mask
fucking
them?
AI goddamn things they put on the internet now? AI is doing a whole lot of
You
bullshit.
can use a real ID, change the face with AI to look almost like the same person, but it's definitely not the same
I don't
person.
know. All I know is Mike tells me that I need to work harder to make him be a stay-at-home husband, and I'm using my ideas.
So there's some encouragement for you.
Foot Finder
How is
it
that
is.
not encouragement? Baby, you know you can do Foot Finder.
That's not how he says
I
it.
brought home some meatballs.
That's not how he says it. He wakes me up at 4:30 in the
I got an
morning.
old Subway sandwich we can throw at your feet if you want.
No, he wakes me up at 4:30 in the morning and he slaps my foot like this and he goes, baby, I'm so sick of this shit. You need to work harder, okay? You work harder. Team Sarah.
More money. Team
Yeah.
Sarah. That sounds like an awful lot of encouragement to me on a daily basis.
I think you can fuck right off, Mason.
I mean, it sounds good to me.
But it is
That's what I'm
encouragement.
No, 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 it's not.
It's encouragement.
It's not
That's
the-
probably when he's most vulnerable.
That,
You gotta wait when you wake up and you life's about to
Vulnerable.
start. You
I don't
gotta go
think
deal with all these fucking idiots, or you gotta deal with these dumbass motherfuckers.
I don't think Mike and I have ever
he's
used the word
front-loading.
vulnerable.
He's front loading you.
Have we?
Vulnerable?
Have we ever used the word vulnerable in a conversation to each other?
I don't think so.
You just did. Congratulations.
That's it. I'm just saying, he
First
lucked,
time these guys got vulnerable was right here on the Mason and Friends
this
show.
motherfucker lucked out. We don't fight. It's been, I think the last fight was the Soul Spice fight.
Probably.
And I think that might have been the one where I said I was going to rip the TV off the wall.
That was that one. Yeah, that was that one.
Yeah?
And Mike said, well, we'll just get another TV.
Yep, that's
So I
exactly
said,
what the fuck I
motherfucker,
said.
this is my TV anyways. I'll fucking throw it in the fucking grass. I don't need a fucking TV.
And I was like, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Walmart got it for like 150.
Yeah. But, well, other than that, we get on each other's nerves. But, first off,
It sounds delightful.
I am an absolute motherfucking delight. I'm a good worker. I have good morals. I don't get jealous, and then I encourage other women to purchase things for him. If he doesn't spend our money, I'm all about it. That is
So
a-
if he could get a sugar mama, but didn't have to fuck, you'd be cool with that.
oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have a problem with
But
that.
if he did have to fuck, you wouldn't be cool with that.
Yeah, no, don't put your dick in it.
What if it was like indecent proposal? You get $1 million for one night. You taking it?
Yeah.
Told you.
Got you, Mike. Bump
Yeah.
set. Now you got to do
Yeah.
spine
Oh,
Janet.
yeah?
Yeah, I'm taking that
Oh,
off the
motherfucker, do you really have a
Janet
condom?
got $1 million.
Like, all you gotta do is don't tell me anything about it. I don't want to hear the story.
We don't need to know.
As long as that money show up in the bank account, we straight.
Yeah. I'm like, we could use $1 million. It's weird because we're not broke, but we're still poor, and I don't understand how that works.
It's America.
Yeah,
That's how we set it up today.
Aren't we great again?
We had to set it up.
We're super great.
Living a
We're
dream.
super great.
Well, it's kind of been like this a long time through Democrats and Republicans,
Yeah.
so, make
Oh,
America
I'm not
great
doing it on
again.
that one.
American
I don't.
dream. What I
burn the
say,
whole
if you ain't
government down.
white, you ain't got it.
Let me be in charge.
American dream.
Damn
Shit,
right.
it's getting worse now because you heard what happened with this AI company that they're buying up all these books and feeding it to the AI, and then they're destroying the books. They're destroying them.
They're
Also,
like,
it's Book of Eli.
That's why you got to buy books.
Yeah.
not the book. Are you talking about the book
He's
of
talking about
Eli?
Yeah, but
that's
that's
the same.
talking about they
That's
burn all the books. Next thing you know, you gonna have
451.
fucking ball guy
It's
running
that
around.
right
with
there.
fire.
Fahrenheit
Because
451 is absolutely about
they
that.
tried to sue the company like, no, you shouldn't be doing that. And they're like,
Yeah,
they
you should
bought
be
the
giving
books.
away books, not
They
burning
bought them, and they can do whatever they want to
Fucking
them.
dirtbags.
So what they're doing is, they said AI.
They're destroying out-of-print books and then
Yeah.
They
charging
said-
you to read them and editing them where they
What
please.
they're saying is,
Yep.
they're saying that they are tired of AI getting your information basically off of social media. So now they're feeding it fucking the books. And to me, that's a lot of things. There's a lot of things going on with that. So AI, you're telling AI to stop fucking with the social media. Now we're just gonna give you the books. So you're saying AI isn't getting smart by fucking following social media. You know what I mean? You're
I mean,
saying,
it's just the open AI now, but the AI's been
But
going on.
then-
It's just now
oh,
they're
yeah.
allowing access
But now
to
you're
it.
feeding AI the books and shit that has knowledge in it that you're feeding to this machine because it's not getting the knowledge.
No, but they're going to
from
get it
there.
off the people that are engaging actively with AI.
Exactly, that too. But what I'm saying is this: it tells you, okay, AI just said they're saying fuck social media. We're going to the source. We're getting the books. Read the fucking books. Just read
Yeah,
the
but
books.
I've read so many books. Sometimes I forget about it. Sometimes I start reading a book that I think looks good, and like 20 pages in, I'm like, wait a minute, I've read this book before. I
Yeah.
don't fucking remember what happened.
Read it again.
Yeah.
You watch the same movie
I
over
want
and
a
over.
copy of the Book of Enoch. That's what it was. The Book of Enoch.
Enoch, yes,
Yeah,
the alien-based Bible.
I got books 1, 2, and 3.
The Book of Enoch that was found with the Dead Sea Scrolls.
Yeah.
With an identical copy of like some other book from the Bible that's absolutely identical from then to now.
The Ethiopian Orthodox Bible has the most
it's
chapters.
got like 67 or something.
I think
King James got 28 or something like that.
86, and I think King James is closer to 60. I should know that.
You should.
Because I think I can honestly name all the books of the Bible.
Yeah.
You really think you could do that?
Genesis,
I saw
Exodus,
somebody.
Leviticus,
No, please don't. Please don't. I seen somebody
do
doing that online, and he was giving the people $500 if they could do it. And most people would be like, no. But the few people that said they could, boy, they fucking. They banged it out, just like you were just doing.
I learned them in second grade. We learned them when we were 7, and we knew all of them.
Brainwashing.
It's not brainwashing.
Brainwashing.
It's not brainwashing. I'll pray for your soul.
No, look, I think that the Bible and all sorts of holy books are good for what they're for. But I don't trust all religions. I don't trust all religious people that claim they're religious. You know, like, I've never seen you like take to the streets with a sword and try to kill people or anything like that.
No.
So like, I have a fairly reasonable trust in you and your basic adherence to the Christian ideologies that you claim. I'm like, yeah, you don't seem like a murderer or whatever, and you're not, you know.
Yeah. I
seem
just,
like you would hang out with
I have
prostitutes and not hate on them for being prostitutes.
No, I just,
You know
Jesus
what I'm
wouldn't do
saying?
that. Like, Jesus wouldn't do that. If Jesus was here, like,
Let me
everyone,
ask
what
you
would
something.
Jesus do? Jesus wouldn't do that.
If I went to Vegas and I was hanging out with a prostitute and she was like, I don't like doing this anymore, and I was like, you want to come back to Virginia with me? And she came, would you look down on me?
No.
Would you be like nice to her like you're nice to Lisa?
I'm nice to everybody
Pretty
equally.
woman, bitch.
I would like some.
What if she
I'd like
said,
some pointers?
what if she was like, I'm a prostitute. I used to be a prostitute.
I'd be like, oh my
And
God, how much
basically
money did you make?
What if have you ever seen
She's going to be inquisitive.
I'm going to be like, okay, how'd you do it? Like, hey,
Have you ever
do you have any
seen-
hookups on the feet pics?
You ever seen
Like,
True Romance?
Yes.
What if I pulled that off?
I would support that completely. I'm not judgmental, and I swear to listen.
And I'm like, yeah, now we're gonna hang out here.
If I could get paid, if I could get paid to fuck, I would probably do it. Maybe not now, but when I was young and spry,
Yeah.
When I worked out a lot and I could be on top all the time, I'd do that. I get on top now, I just fall over, so I don't think I would be good at it, but I would want to know things. But no, I wouldn't judge her for that.
You would want to investigate that side of life.
Yeah, well, I want to, because I really want to
to
start a cuddle house, but
a cuddle house.
yeah.
What's a cuddle house?
You ain't never heard of them? They're
You
a real
literally-
thing.
it is a real
You
thing,
can
but
hire a cuddle buddy.
so I would just have people come in and like maybe they just want to be spooned.
I just want to snuggle and spoon.
That's it.
Yeah,
Can you
or-
just like tease me? Can you
or-
rub up
or,
against
like,
me until I get a
tickling?
boner and then
Yeah.
leave?
Like, oh, sorry. Or like tickling, like we tickle in my family, like tickle someone's back, or some people just want like a book to be read to them.
Jesus
Or
Christ.
That's
but
a
aren't
real
you,
thing.
Aren't
Yeah.
you infantizing the populace of adults?
that's not
in a sense?
infantizing.
Infantizing,
You
that's
want to come in
different.
and have a book read to you? That's infantizing.
No, it's not. No, it's
That's
not.
like-
Every time, that's when they fucking do the
That's what
whole
some people
swallowing
want.
and shit
Sit
like
on the
that.
floor, Indian style, and then we're gonna read
Well,
the Big
no,
Red Dog.
sometimes you might be like, no, you'd be reading like a novel. They might be snuggled up with you while you read the novel. But there are so many people that do not have anyone for physical touch.
Yeah, I know. I'm one of them.
I know. So do you consider yourself an incel?
No, I'm a.
Because I'm really upset to find out now that I know what incel
I'm a
means.
voluntarily.
Okay, yeah.
Like, I'm not actively pursuing relationships with people.
Yeah.
So I don't feel like.
So you can pay $50 for someone to come, or for you to go to an establishment, and then to massage your back and your whole body for an hour, right?
I'd rather give them $50 to jerk me off.
Okay, that's fine. This is the problem with the cuddle
I
house.
don't need a snuggle house.
The line
A
between the
snuggle house is
cuddling
just a
and
tease
the
house to me.
prostitution. It's a too fine of a line.
Yes,
That
it is.
they get shut down because
Then
it's
I get in trouble for
prostitution.
getting a boner when your snuggle buddy that I paid money to
I
snuggle with
wouldn't,
me.
but it wouldn't be. Mine
is
wouldn't be a sexual thing.
She's snuggling if she's spooning me.
If that's what you
If
want.
I'm like, lady, and she's all butt up against my
Well, if your
crotch
dick
and
gets
shit,
hard and it doesn't
I'm not
touch
supposed to
me.
get my dick hard.
If your dick gets hard, you don't try to push it on me. That's fine. That's what happens with
Well, you're
dudes
gonna
get
feel
fucking
that, Joe.
boner.
And, you know, there's
Yeah.
that flashlight.
It's just a
pocket.
jump.
I consider it to be like an.
If I
They
had
jump, they jump.
It's gonna
If I had
jump
been-
eventually.
It seems to be inappropriate. We're
You
not
would
like
be
on
the
the
little
dance floor.
spoon.
We're 20.
Unless she's
know what
reading you
I'm
like
saying?
Peter Pan or something like that. It may not jump when you're
Andrew,
spooning, but
you
other
would
than
be the
that, you know
little
what I mean?
She's reading me Peter Pan, and I'm all bonered up in her back.
That might be a little bit too much.
I don't like any of you, and I don't like how you're shitting on my entrepreneurial ideas.
Hey, look, maybe a snuggle house will work for girls.
I'm not knocking the hustle. I mean,
Listen, I would
people
be
be
the
down
big
for that.
spoon.
What if I
would
worked
feel
there?
your boner because you would be the little spoon. Your boner would be in front of you.
Yeah,
What if I work there and a girl wants someone to spoon her and she spoons up against me and I'm the big spoon and she's a little spoon and I get a boner? Do I get fired?
Possibly.
Do I have to wear a
You're
cup?
gonna have to.
What's up, baby? That's
You're gonna have to spoon
You gotta put a
in.
body pillow right
I got a
there.
chastity belt.
Yeah.
I
You
got
gotta
a
put a barrier.
Chastity
You gotta
belt.
put it.
Grab a ping.
A dick blocker 2000. Like a little snap shut thing so that
It is a key to the greatest treasure in the land.
we just watched that.
That's what's come on this. That's what's come on today.
They're
They're
doing
back to back marathon of it.
how do you say his name? El was.
Carrie Ools?
Yeah, they're doing like a whole
yes,
marathon of
Princess
him.
Bride and all that
Bride,
shit.
yeah, they're playing that today, I
They
think.
love that movie. They will. No, he was in Hot Shots.
Yeah, he was.
He was in Hot Shots. They played that last night.
Yeah, they had
And then
Hot
they're doing
Shots
The
and-
Princess Bride,
Hot
Robin
Shots
Hood
is
Men in
great.
Tights.
Yeah.
Hot shots last night.
The Hot
Yeah.
Shots and Hot Shots probably do
Oh,
they
my
played both
girl.
of them.
Yeah.
Son of
And
a
then they did,
bitch.
On the BBC channel, I think.
yeah,
Yeah.
Was it edited?
yeah.
That's to me.
It was-
It's
On the BBC faux show.
ICF is the only one that doesn't edit. And FFX.
AMC, yeah, they was bleeping out a lot of shit
Yeah,
on
AMC
that
started
Book of
bleeping.
Eli last night. I'm like, what
That's
the
what I
fuck?
said. IFC.
Oh, I
It's like
think
no
so,
audible. I'm like, that motherfucker clearly said fuck. I don't know what the hell y'all talking about, no audible, but you know, I mean, it clearly just said fuck. You know, the fuck.
Fuck is right.
Yeah, because we watched Major League? The second
I
one?
seen that joint was on the other day on TV.
I saw it for the first one was on, but the second one was on last night after Obsession came on.
I don't know
and I
what
got
I
sucked
was
into
doing.
it.
You were napping. I think I was eating a snack.
Yeah, 'cause when I got up,
I was watching Planet Earth with mammals.
okay.
Yeah, I seen that. I didn't watch that though. But
I was having my pretzels and an apple, I think.
Because I've been watching fucking the History Channel has this joint with what's my man from X-Files, David
Duchovny.
Duchovny.
Gotta say words for Mike now.
Hidden secrets of shit, man. They had fucking all kinds of shit on there I was into. I done recorded 3 episodes of this motherfucker shit. I was like, damn.
What did you say it's called? Hidden Secrets?
Hidden Secrets or some shit like that.
Is it like not a scripted drama? It's like about something and he's the narrator?
It's
Yeah.
scripted, but he's narrating it.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was all into that shit. I was like, oh fuck, he got another fucking show. Fuck yeah, I'm gonna watch this bitch.
I feel bad for him. He looks old. I mean, he is old.
Because he is
but
old.
I
Like,
don't,
get old.
fuck.
Yeah, I know.
What, the alternative's worse,
Yeah.
they say.
I don't know. Well, it just makes me feel old that he looks old.
Because we're getting old.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, this is how this goes.
I don't
This is
like
how it
it.
goes.
That's life.
Somebody came in, their name was Kathy Ireland. And I was like, it was Catherine Ireland. And I was like, is this Kathy Ireland? It can't be.
No.
And then we looked up Kathy Ireland because not everybody at work knew who she was. Because, we're old.
I was about to say,
And all
isn't
the
she a
people in their
supermodel?
20s, all the people in their 20s don't know who
Nobody
like,
knows.
Kathy?
early 90s.
None of them know shit, bro.
Nah.
Sports Illustrated swimsuit models. Nobody knows who that is except guys from the 90s.
Oh, I know
Guys
who
that were
that
teens
is.
in the 90s.
Anybody in the 2000s don't know a fucking thing usually.
Fuck no.
210s definitely don't know and up don't know a fucking clue what the hell we're
That's
talking
why when I
about,
saw
man.
this one cat a while back about fucking detox, that's an urban myth for our generation because these little motherfuckers, they ain't never. What's a detox? You getting rid of worms? You go through your juice fucking fasting?
I feel like you'd have to specify
Nah,
the type of detox.
Are you talking about detoxing for like a drug test?
No, detox Dr.
Yeah,
Dre.
you-
That's what
Oh,
would
they
say.
never-
You're
one
not,
that-
you're
that's
not
what
being
you say,
specific.
detox.
That's the thing that never came out.
Yeah, that's the urban myth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it'll probably drop when he dies, but it'll be some kind of fucking scavenger hunt that only we would know
It's
what
not
to
going
look
to be
for.
like special Prince songs that show up that he didn't release.
That he never releases.
Prince was the fucking man, so he's going to be dropping.
I thought everything in his basement is set specifically to never be released. All of his.
I don't know about that,
He
but I
got
know there were
something set
thousands
up.
of tracks.
He's got something set up. There's something set up like there's like some unreleased shit that it
He's
will
like-
never be heard.
He's
Yeah.
like more prolific than the Jew.
Yeah.
Hard
That shit
to
is.
be that way.
Speaking of which, Big Kyle said that he needs a closed caption to be on when you're doing your raps. And
You know what?
That was
You
funny.
know, Spotify does that. Spotify
Does it do it?
Spotify does closed captioning, but I haven't looked at Spotify when the song is
Because
on.
the videos have a closed captioning that Adobe makes in the software that I use to
They
make
ain't
the
right.
video.
They ain't gonna be right.
It's not always right.
I don't
I don't
watch-
go through and fucking check it.
I don't watch the videos. I normally listen in my car back and forth to work. But the fucker the wrong way, I just
Fucker wrong.
not wrong like shrimp, wrong like the wrong way.
Like 2 + 2 equals 7.
Fuck her
I
all with the
fucking have
classic.
that one on repeat.
Yeah, fuck her all with the
And the
classic.
fucking my mama's house about to crash his truck and the car's in the tree shit. And that one on
Yeah,
repeat.
they got some
God.
bangers, you know. He got some
There's
bangers
some
next year.
bangers.
I think there's about 10 albums out on Bandcamp if you want to go. I need to change
The
their
one's got
pricing.
that sexy ass mullet still where I'm on the tractor.
Yeah,
the mullet on the tractor.
I think that's what my issue was. I ran out of pictures and I stopped making the albums because I hadn't put all the pictures up or whatever.
That mullet though, that thing is luscious.
There's some great album
On
covers.
the ride tractor. Yeah, there, cut the grass.
He's got the grass on, I gotta get a picture of that.
Oh God.
He's out there with no shirt on the mullet. I'm like, hold up, bro, bam. I gotta get that.
Shit.
Nope.
I was looking at the old thumbnails that I made back when I was making the thumbnails for everything.
Yeah.
And there was one, and it was like, I can't remember the wording that was at the bottom, but it was something about the Jew and ScarJo, you know? And there was, I had taken pictures.
Oh God, it's Scarlett Johansson.
Scarlett Johansson. They were clearly paparazzi pictures from far away on the beach, and I shrunk his head down and stuck it on the dude that she was standing with. And I made it big enough you can see it if you really look at the thumbnail. You're like, yeah, that's a fucking Jew head. It's a Jew mullet head. That's why I don't do that anymore, because I spent so much time on him. I was like, I can't keep doing this.
Yeah, there's some classics.
Oh God, I enjoy you so
I had
much.
the one where it's the side shot of the two of you on the couch, and I turned the background into a whole ocean.
Oh,
And we
yeah.
didn't look.
Yeah, man, I remember that one.
And it's one of the sharks behind you guys smiling like.
Cause fucking that's what he was
Is it like the
like.
fucking shark from Nemo?
Cause no, he was.
No,
he
it was
was
like
gonna
just a great big fucking great
Cause he
white.
said he was gonna catch a shark. He was just gonna punch it in its mouth and put it, fist it, and pull it up out the water by his gills. Yeah.
Nah, he'll go through the mouth. You gotta go through the gills.
No, that's what you said. You said he was gonna punch it in the mouth and grab it from
Well,
the
you gotta hit it on the. Well, you gotta rub it down too. Now I just now you gotta give it a little massage like you good people. You know what I mean?
Oh
I don't
God.
know about in the water doing that.
Get your pinky
But that's
bit
what
off.
they do
You
on
see what
land.
happened to that motherfucker.
You gotta do it on land when he already know he in your territory.
That motherfucker was
when
on
you
his
know
dick.
he don't fuck up.
Desperate.
Yeah.
And bit that motherfucker's pinky
Well, that was
off.
his own fault. He was up on
Yeah.
the shit. That thing was moving around.
Yeah.
You don't ever let something
fucker was way too wild.
You don't let something that big fucking just do whatever it wants.
And it was
Fuck
just
wrong with
spinning.
you? Yeah.
It was just spinning. He
fuck wrong
reached
with
down
you?
and grabs in its mouth, and it's like, and his
You let
fingers
that
gone.
motherfucker. You gotta like.
Johnny lost the pinky.
You gotta know when to grab them motherfuckers, man. You got one shot at it.
Yeah, and if you miss, you better get it back.
If you miss, you better fucking wrap it up or fucking get back and try again.
That's right.
Because you either lost something or you didn't.
Yeah, no,
I would
that
pay
was
money to see you do this. Any of
dangerous
these
shit.
things that you just.
I would like to
Confidently.
fucking snake hunt, man. I don't know if I'd be able
Hold
to
on,
do it
wait a
though,
minute,
man.
what?
He wants to go to
I
Florida.
want to
You
do
really
some of them
wanna say
motherfucking
that?
anacondas, bro.
You wanna
but
try
I
to
don't know,
find one of
man,
them?
Burmese pythons.
It's for me.
they'll give a
Oh, I
Burmese
follow a guy
python.
that does
All right,
that.
now listen. I can do that with you because snakes. I can do that.
Well, no, you gotta
Now
go
you're
through
talking.
alligator-infested fucking waters and.
Yeah, you ever see that dude on Instagram?
I follow him. The dude he calls them swamp puppies.
Yeah.
And
And he'll be like standing in the water, and he'll
Barefoot.
turn to fucking.
Oh, with the-
he'll
oh,
show
I see
his
that.
barefoot feet a foot deep in
Nah,
water,
see, that part
and
I
then it
ain't
comes
doing.
up and turns, and he turns on a light, and there's like 20 alligator eyeballs out in the
Yeah,
water,
hanging out.
he's always
staring
like,
at
he's
him.
like, this is a rainbow
I
chameleon.
know what you're talking about. Yeah, I
And he
know.
boots
No, we've been
spiders
doing it on
and shit.
land.
Huh?
We'd be doing this shit on
Yeah,
land.
yeah. We ain't going to the
Well, he's on
swamp.
land part of the time.
Yeah,
but he's on the
I'm in land all the
We can
time.
stick with
bro.
land. We can do the land part. We
He's
got that.
always, and he points out other snakes, and
He's a
he
really
only-
interesting
Yeah,
dude.
see, it was like when we was in Puerto Rico and the guy was like, "Hey, you want to see something cool? Turn your phone to the jungle and cut the light on. You see all kinds of eyes looking at you. Why the fuck do I want to do that? You tell
It
to
was
one of these white
mostly
people here.
frogs. It was
No.
the frogs.
We are in the jungle. We are in the fucking
We were in the
rainforest.
rainforest.
Even if it's 19 frogs and one
I don't give a shit. I don't need to know
I don't know
eyes
there's
looking
alligators
at me.
there.
I don't give
Nah.
a fuck about the eyes. There's other
Let me
shit
ask
that's
you
in the
something.
jungle.
Did you feel like you were being watched the rest of the time you were there?
I knew I was being watched because I'm in the jungle at night.
We
Yes,
wouldn't be-
I
we wouldn't
knew
be
I was
out
being
snake
watched.
hunting too much at night either.
But that's when you gotta go
It
out.
was not well lit.
It was well
It was
lit.
well lit
Because
where
you're
the
looking,
party was at.
you're looking for those Burmese pythons. You got to find a 20-footer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm not. I don't need a light to see all them eyes. When we out there at night, I won't even see them
Do you
motherfuckers
wanna
looking
see
at me,
my-
bro.
Do you want to see my mama spider with all her baby eyeballs on her back
What the fuck? What mama spider? Where's that at?
on the porch?
At the house.
God damn it.
It's fine, man. You need
I
spiders,
need
bro.
I know.
spiders. Yeah, I ain't worried about that part.
Listen, I had a drinking partner, a big aunt named Auntie who used to come drink with me every night. I had a slug named Marty who brought his whole family to come meet me. I forget.
We got these big ass motherfucking
Skinks.
skinks, man. These
Yeah, I got them motherfuckers
Yeah,
too,
I know,
man.
they huge.
Yeah.
Skinks
These
come
are
out
right
and
in
hang
the
out with
garage and
me.
shit.
These are pet lizards at this point
Yeah.
now, nigga. You know what I mean? 'Cause
Yeah,
I
nah,
see
I've seen
them.
some big ones
I
out
see
there.
they live right under the front door.
probably have like
Them
8 or 9
motherfuckers
different
fucking
ones.
huge
I
and
got
thick.
turtles all over the place,
I
man.
don't
wish
have
these
any turtles.
motherfuckers would eat the goddamn spider crickets, cause them, I swear spider crickets, they teleporters. Cause they pop up. I don't know where the fuck they
Yeah.
come from.
Dude,
But all of a sudden they're right there. You be chilling and then boom, it's right
We
there.
do not have a problem with spiders in our house at all.
They fucking teleporters.
And we
But the
did
crickets
just
teleport
get,
in.
we got a
cricket.
mouse for the first time. We haven't
Yeah,
had
we had a
in
mouse
like 4
yesterday.
years.
That motherfucker was in the trap.
But the spider crickets,
The spider crickets.
and it is like, it's like you see at least 4 a day.
Do they make noise?
No.
No, they're
Nah.
like the chicken hoppers.
They just jump around.
They're blind. They can't see, so they
It's
just
just-
jump.
I think they're teleporters.
Oh,
because
are they those
pop-
things that just sort of float around on the wall?
I don't know
No,
if
they
they're
don't
on the
float. They
wall.
don't
They're not on
fly.
the ground, and they
look
hop.
like a big. They
Cricket
look
with
like
long
a,
ass legs.
They look
Really.
like a
Small ass
cricket,
cricket, but it's got long,
but it
long
looks
ass
like a
legs.
spider.
The legs are taller than
If you
the
could
That's
body.
hand?
Yeah.
If you Google spider cricket, you'll see. I stepped on one the other day. It grossed me out so fucking
No,
bad.
I found it in the kitchen. I got
Mike
it.
Put it on
stepped
a-
on one time and he twinkle-toed and tried to punch the floor.
Put it on a fishing hook, right, Jew?
Ew, no, I'm not touching
Hey, you
them.
could.
See, there you go.
I'll touch a lot of the weird
Cricket's
things outside,
bait,
but I'm not.
yeah.
No, I don't
Spider
like
cricket,
them.
I mean, it's gonna eat it. It's this motherfucking instinct of that fish to gnaw on that bitch as soon as it hit the
Right,
water.
right.
Something
I
gonna
watched
eat it. Something gonna eat
It
it.
ain't smart enough to not eat
Yeah.
that cricket.
Or a turtle.
Our
You
big
gotta
skinks
eat to survive
eat
in the
beetles.
wild, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our big skinks eat like the beetle when I knock the shit out of a beetle. Those fucking brown fuckers that I hate so much. The skinks will come the next day and eat them all up.
The turtles come ask for tomatoes. And I give
I
them
wish we didn't
tomatoes.
have any
We ain't got
turtle.
turtle. We got a lot of
You ain't got
other
no water.
shit. We got We
You
got
got a creek
foxes.
damn near where you at.
No, we're not near a creek, but it does decent. And like, there's a section against the garage, and they just live there. They winter there, and they don't go far from their winter spot. It's really what it is. It's just a bunch of box turtles.
We definitely don't. We have a fox. We have a groundhog. We've got a herd of deer. We have a buck.
Yeah.
Well, we got herds of deer.
Yeah.
But this is the first book I've seen.
got a black bear.
shit
Well,
in a
since
long time.
our neighbor got like a
I ain't
cane
seen one
corso
around here
mix.
yet.
Yeah, this is a little
Yeah.
dense here to see the black bear, but I wouldn't be surprised if they come through on occasion. But
Our neighbor has a cane corso mix, and since he got the dog, we don't get nearly as many deer as we used to get.
Yeah, because you could look out in the backyard and the whole yard be fucking full of
We'd have
them. Like 15,
to 20 of them on
Just
average.
out
you
there
got a
chilling.
dog around, it'll run stuff off.
I think it's run most
From
of the
the
things
smell.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fox the other day was chilling out because I had thrown some fucking food out back. And I happened to fucking look out back. The fox was sitting on the hill just chilling, eating.
He usually comes from the back and then goes across the street into the Pearson's yard,
Yeah.
and then comes back in circles that way.
Ladies and gentlemen, with that said,
Oh,
we're
yeah.
going to have to bring this episode of Foolishness to a close.
Yep.
Thank you for listening.
Yep.
Check
Have a
out,
great weekend.
absolutely. Check out old episodes if you are not Lisa.
Like, share, subscribe.
Please reach out if you know anything about foot fetishes, and
How to make money with that.
please, I'm up for pointers.
We got a production team we can put together and make this happen on a regular basis.
I got saved it on my
We
shit.
can put together hundreds of hours of foot fetish porn in
I'm
like
just saying, you
less
might get
than a year.
You might get a $20 kickback. Who knows?
That's it. You never can tell.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening. And be nice to people that look like you. Be nice to people that don't look like you. Don't be a dick.
Little bits by little bits, ladies and gentlemen. Keep
Love y'all.
moving forward.
Hugs and kisses.
Keep grinding on the shit you're trying to get done, because that's how it's going to get done.
We believe in you.
Don't forget, we love you very much.
Love y'all.
And peace be with you.
Go.
Namaste.